From the IMTV Wave Channel 5 studio at Greenville Senior High School, home of the Greenville Green Wave, the Greenville Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library proudly presents Never Stop Serving.
The Greenville Honor Guard attend every veteran's funeral service we are invited to. The last year, we presented honors to 71 veterans. It has been the norm for the last 20 years. The members of this elite group of veterans are committed to attend as many services as possible. There are 18 members of this group that take part in 95% of the services. You are looking at about 290 hours for each of these members spending their time every year, close to 6,000 hours in the last 20 years. Also, I would like to point out the fact that these veterans went into the service for our country, did what they had to do, came home, started a family, worked at jobs, like all veterans. But these people are still serving the country and veterans families. I would like to say on behalf of the active members of this group that we are all proud and privileged to have the great honor to pay the last tribute to our fallen veterans. The flag folding ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our great country was originally founded. The portion of the flag denoting the honor in the canton of blue contains the stars representing the states that our veterans served in uniform. The canton field of blue dresses from left to right and is inverted only when draped as a pall on a casket of a veteran who has served his country in uniform. In the U.S. Armed Forces, at the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning it is brought out and at the ceremony of reveille run aloft as a symbol of our belief in the resurrection of the body. Fold the flag. Gentlemen, fold the flag. Prepare the flag. The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The 13 stripes represent the original 13 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, and Rhode Island. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The 50 stars represent the 50 United States of America. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of the veteran who departed our ranks and who gave a portion of his or her life for the defense of our country to attain peace throughout the world. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. Patrick Henry. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature. As American citizens trusting in God, it is to Him that we turn in times of peace, as well as the times of war, for His divine guidance. These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot in this crisis shrink from their service to their country, but he that stands up for it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Thomas Paine. The fifth fold. It is a tribute to our country for the words of Stephen Decatur. Our country, in dealing with other countries, she may always be right, but it is still our country, right or wrong. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. They are endowed by their Creator with liberty and the pursuit of happiness, the Declaration of Independence. The sixth fold is for where our hearts lie. It is with our heart that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. The seventh fold is a tribute to the armed forces, for it is through the armed forces that we protect our country and our flag against all enemies, whether they are found within or without the boundaries of our republic. Congress shall make no law respecting and establishing of religion, or prohibiting the free speech thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, to the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. The eighth fold is a tribute to one who has entered into the valley of shadow of death, that we may see the light of day, and to honor our mother, for which it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. My God, how little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they are in possession of, in which no other people on earth enjoy. Thomas Jefferson. The 10th fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country, since he or she was first born. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth to this continent a new nation, conceived of liberty, dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. The 11th fold, in the eyes of the Hebrew citizen, represents the lower portion of the seal of King David and King Solomon, and glorifies in their eyes the God of Abraham, Jacob, and Isaac. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shores. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Emma Lazarus, inscription on the Statue of Liberty. The 12th fold, in the eyes of the Christian citizen, represents the emblem of eternity and glorifies in their eyes God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Ask not what you can do for your country, but what you can do for your country. 13th fold, to freedom, because without freedom there is no honor. Without honor, we are not Americans. And on this we vow that as long as we fly the flag flies, we salute you. Finish. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our nation's motto, in God we trust. After a flag is completely folded and tucked in, it has the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines served under Captain John Paul Jones and were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the U.S. Armed Forces, preserving for us the rights and privileges and freedoms we enjoy today. Dismissed. I'd like to thank Matt McKinley Sr. for doing a really good job. I'd like to see Don Dietrich and whoever else is coming from the Junior ROTC. If you can do the presentation, sir.
On behalf of Dark County Disabled American Veterans, Chapter number 57, we'd like to present you, Greenville ROTC, a check for $1,000 for your programs that you do.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the support that the DAV has provided, not only to Dark County, but to greater. I personally got some support from the DAV when I was separating from active duty, so thank you. And thank you for what you do to come in here to demonstrate some of the traditions and customs that we do within the of the United States, but I think even to a higher level of the support to the veteran themselves and the veterans' families. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm Matthew Kinley. I'm here with the Greenville IMTV and the Veterans Digital Library Mission. I'm here with Robert Foster, sort of the leader of the Honor Guard here in Greenville. So before we talk about the Honor Guard, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, I was in the Air Force. I'm past commander of the American Legion, past commander of the 408. Right now I serve as commander of Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 57, and I'm a representative for Veterans Voluntary Services at the hospital.
Right.
And I'm lucky enough to help people out every Wednesday, and because some people really need, it's cool. But worked at Corning Incorporated for 31 years. Now I'm happily retired, and I don't have any time for myself. But that's it.
All right. So can you give us like a quick rundown of the Honor Guard, a history almost?
Of this Honor Guard?
Either this Honor Guard or in the broad sense, Honor Guard in general, like it's when it was founded.
This ceremony was founded during George Washington's day, I think. I'd have to research that, but this is old. This isn't
right.
new. But we fold the flag at each and every ceremony for a veteran. Not this elaborately. We don't go through the verbiage, but we fold it, and we fold it exactly like that. But as far as history, if you're on a military base, at the end of the day, it's retreat. The flag is, like I wrote, the flags come down and it's folded just like this. And then it's guarded all night in honor of the military dead. And in the morning at Reveille, and if you're in the military, Reveille is your favorite thing. They unfold the flag ceremoniously like this and put it up the flagpole, and it flies there all day. So this is like after the Constitution, I think, and we had a flag. This ceremony had to be done then.
Right. And it's stayed the same ever since.
Only changes with the stars.
Right. So, you were talking earlier about it, but on average, how many funerals do you cover in a year?
Mostly, the average would be maybe 75. Okay. And we go to Dayton a couple of times, and we'll go to outlying areas sometime. We're invited because we're in uniform. A lot of the other honor guards, they don't have the money. They're not big enough, so they really don't have a uniform, and they don't have a drill where we try to do it the same all the time. And we've got 2 bugles, so we're do taps and the echo, and that seems to be impactful for people. So we're maybe just a little bit more disciplined, and we watch each other and make sure everybody, does a really good job.
Right. And you were saying there was nothing that you don't really know why, but ever since you were younger, you wanted to be a part of the honor guard. Why is that?
Oh, no, it was after I was in the service.
Okay.
And like I said, I don't remember, I must have gone to a funeral or something and saw it. And I wasn't even a member of the American Legion yet. And it just seemed like a really, really good way to go. And I went up to a gentleman and asked him, I wanted to be on the honor guard, and he said I had to join the American Legion. I gave him my DD-214. I said, can do that. And been on it ever since.
All right. So, before we go back to honor guard, what kind of experience have you learned from being a part of? Because I interview a lot of people in the American Legion and other groups like it. What have you sort of learned from being with other veterans like that? Has it taught you anything? Sort of helped you out?
I think we help each other out because before and after you kibitz and, discuss things. And I think if somebody's got a problem, they might, talk it out with somebody. And we support each other, I mean, in small ways and sometimes big ways.
Right.
So it's a heck of a team. And like I said, it was the ones that do most of the funerals, they're the ones that are proactive, sort of watch out for everybody a little bit. So there's a lot of, love in that group, I think, because if somebody looks like they're faltering or something, everybody, sort of watches them, so nothing bad happens.
So what do you think is the most important, obviously it's all important, but if you had one aspect that you think is most important to remember about the honor guard, what would you say it is?
Well, just serving veterans and their families.
If you could, and this is sort of why I ask everyone I interview, if you could say something to veterans out here listening to this, or however they're included here, what would you say to them if you had advice or something to help them out through tough times?
Well, I'd say that there's veterans in Dark County and everywhere that aren't taking part in anything like this, and we always need new members, and the team has dwindled down through deaths and what have you. And if there's a veteran out there, I mean, even if you got some problems, that's cool, because I think working with a group of people like these, I think you can resolve some of your problems maybe. It doesn't cost anything to try, and we'd welcome you with open arms. All you have to do is get a hold of old Mike or somebody, and they'll have you get a hold of me. I'm the commander of Disabled American Veterans, and or just ask for Robert Foster. I usually, seems like everybody knows me. So that's what I would suggest, yes.
Is there anyone in your family or close friends that serve with you?
Not
with you, but serve
every
as well?
Every one of my uncles, everyone, my father, I think all my neighbors when I was a boy, they all served. I mean, everybody did. Just that was that time.
Yeah. Do you think that sort of inspired you as well?
Oh yeah, that's why I joined the Air Force, because my uncle was in the Air Force, and he told some really cool stories. So I jumped in there with both feet.
Do you have any other comments or anything you'd like to say to the audience about, or any other details about the honor guard?
No, just in this time of turmoil and everything, just God bless America and God bless our veterans.
All right, thank you. Again, this is me, Matthew Kinley, here with Robert Foster. Thank you for your time today.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please visit us on our social media sites. Please consider contributing to our mission in some way. Also, we are always looking for veterans and their families to share their stories with us. Be sure to join us next week for our next episode of Never Stop Serving.